Cookies. Everybody loves cookies, unless you don't, and then we can't be friends. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to cream some butter and sugar together. You may be wondering why. This achieves a couple of things. Firstly, it evenly disperses the sugar throughout the butter, but more importantly, it increases the volume by punching a heap of tiny little holes in the butter, which creates more air, thus resulting in a lighter texture cookie. Add 200 grams or 7 ounces of room temperature unsalted butter to the bowl of a stand mixer, along with 160 grams or 5.5 ounces of white sugar and 140 grams or 5 ounces of brown sugar. Add the paddle attachment to your stand mixer and turn your machine to medium until the mixture comes together. We want to beat this on high until it's light and fluffy, but starting your machine at high increases the chance of throwing sugar all over your bench. So after a minute or two, you can set the machine to high. While we are waiting for our butter and sugar mixture, we can weigh out our dry ingredients. In a bowl, combine 360 grams, or 12.5 ounces, of plain flour, 5 grams, or 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2.5 grams, or a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Once your butter and sugar mixture is light and fluffy, turn your mixer to low and add in 2 eggs, one at a time. Add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and let that mix until combined. And then you can add in the dry ingredients you weighed out a moment ago. You only want to mix this until it's just combined. Turn off your mixer and weigh out 400 grams of good quality dark chocolate drops. Mix these in gently by hand as we don't want to overwork the dough. Next, roughly chop 100 grams or 3.5 ounces of macadamia nuts and add these to your dough and gently mix again until all combined. Grab some baking trays and line them with baking paper. To get consistent size of your cookies, you can use a tablespoon measure or a number 50 ice cream scoop. I've linked a few of these items below in the description, which you can check out. Go ahead and fill your trays, leaving room between each ball of dough so when they bake, they don't join together. Use a spatula or the back of a wooden spoon to press down your dough balls, as this will help them flatten more in the oven and not come out puffy. But hey, if puffy cookies are your jam, then go ahead and ignore what I just said. Bake these for 12 to 15 minutes. I prefer a slightly softer cookie, so I went with 12 minutes. But if you like a bit of crunch to yours, give it an extra few minutes in the oven. In the meantime, you can practice your juggling, spin one of your favourite albums, or maybe have a little boogie. Once the baking time is up, grab an oven mitt and take your cookies out of the oven. For an extra little touch, you can sprinkle them with some flaky salt, as this will make them taste a touch sweeter. This is due to the salt blocking some of the bitter receptors on your tongue. Remove from the baking tray and place on a cooling rack until these come to room temperature. So now you have all these cookies. What do you do with them? Well, aside from eating them for breakfast, lunch and dinner, you can make a super delicious ice cream sandwich by cutting the end off a pint of your favourite ice cream and cutting about a 2.5 centimetre or 1 inch slice. Place the ice cream between 2 cookies and boom. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this one, you know what to do. Hit the like button, drop a comment below, subscribe if you're not already, and see you in the next one.